Okay. If we look at Oracle applications database, it's got built-in schemas. It's got built-in schemas. Each module will find one schema. Each module will find one schema. If client has installed 20 modules, for example, how many schemas will find? 20 schemas. There won't be any grants between one schema to another schema. For example, if you want to access PO tables, what we have to do? We have to connect to PO schema. Then we can access PO data. If I want to access AP data, then I have to connect to AP schema. For example, I want to combine both the data, PO data as well as AP data also. Then it is not possible because you don't have the grants from one schema to another schema. That's why what Oracle has done, they have created one more schema called apps schema. What apps schema contains? Synonyms. Only synonyms will find in the apps schema. For all the tables, for example, in PO there are 100 tables, AP there are 100, HR 100, inventory 100, total 400 tables you have. Definitely there will be a 400 synonyms. There will be a 400 synonyms. And also you will have the grants from other schemas to apps schema. You will have the grants to apps schema from other schemas. You will have the grants from other schemas to app schema. So if you connect to app schema, what happened? You can access all your synonyms. You can access all your synonyms. If I select EMP synonym, internally it will go to EMP table and retrieve the data. If I select items synonym, internally it will go to items and retrieves the data. Like that, in Oracle applications, we'll always connect with the apps schema. We never connect to other schemas. If you connect to other schemas, what happened? You can access only that schema objects. You cannot access other schema objects. But if you connect to apps schema, then you can access all your objects here because there are synonyms for every object here. If there are 1000 tables here, definitely there will be a 1000 synonyms. 1000 synonyms are here. And also you have the grants. If client create one more schema called custom schema, if they have a new table here, definitely the table should have the grants to apps schema. And in apps schema, we have to create a synonym. In apps schema, we have to create a synonym. Okay, so these are different schemas we have. When we are working in Oracle applications, this complete database is built-in database. Everything is designed. We don't go for customization also. We must use as it is. New tables if you want to create. Otherwise, we should use existing tables. Entire Oracle apps has got 50,000 tables. 50,000 tables we have. Every module there will be 200 tables. Out of that important are 20. Remaining 180 is not important. Okay. You go for new table. Oracle don't allow you to go for touch their tables. You want a new table, create and use it. If you want to add the columns, extra columns will be given. Generally, why we go for altering the table? You want additional columns. Additional columns are given. There is a concept called flex field concept. By using that, you can use that extra columns. Okay. No client will touch the database, altering under. You insert data, update data, delete data. You are not supposed to even write a trigger also. We never write triggers in Oracle apps. Row level, statement level, insert, update, delete, not at all allowed. You can write all your things in your top, in your custom schema, in your tables, then you do whatever you want. But Oracle schemas, you are not supposed to touch. Alternative is there. Yes, yes, definitely. Alternative is there called alerts. Yeah, you have to create the alerts. Okay. Fine. So Oracle says that if you customize today, in future, if there is any problem, don't come to me. You purchased one product from me, you have to use as it is. For example, you bought a car from Toyota company. If you say I'll change the engine, if there is any problem, if you go back to Toyota, they'll definitely ask you why you have changed my engine. You can change the doors or stereo or some other alloy wheels or some other things. But the main things cannot be touched. So same, this is the product we have given to you, successfully working, use as it is, make some changes. That's it. Okay, fine. So this is about the database architecture. Sorry. Yes. So 95% in Oracle applications will apply DML operations only. Select statements. Insert also, insert, update, delete also, will do it through the forms. We'll open the form, data entry, and click the button, record will go to table. Search the data and make the updations, save, data will be updated. Click the button, data will be deleted. That is happens through the forms. Main our work is in Oracle applications, 90% select statement. So you have to be strong with the select statements. Select class, from class, where class, group by class, having class, joins, set operators. This all we should be very strong. Then you can work. There is nothing in Oracle applications other than the select state. You want to develop a report, what do you have to write? First you have to write a query. You want to develop one procedure, first you have to declare a cursor. Without cursor, no data. Without data, nothing. You will write a logic, if statement or for loop or exception handling, nothing. First data should be retrieved. Okay, so query is important. Select statement. Fine. This is about the database architecture. Okay. Next, as we have already discussed, types of documents, projects, file architecture, everything has done. Now we are going for AOL, Application Object Library. Application Object Library. What is AOL? As we discussed in Oracle Apps, finance modules are there, SEM modules are there, HRMS modules are there, CRM module. Any module you want to customize, you have to do it from AOL. Any module you want to customize, you have to do it from AOL. Application Object Library. It is a combination of two modules. What are that? System Administrator, Application Developer. From these two, we are going to customize entire Oracle apps. In HRMS module, you want to customize the form, you do it from here. In CRM module, you want to customize the procedure, you have to do from here. This is heart of your product. If you have the access to AOL, then only you can customize the product. Otherwise, you can use the product. You have the access to financials. What you can do? Open the form and do the data entry. Run the report, take the output. That's all. You cannot customize the form. You cannot customize the report. You cannot develop new forms. You cannot develop new reports. These things are not possible because you don't have the permission to AOL. If you want to customize the product, Oracle applications product, or develop the product or enhance the product, then we will go for access of AOL. Without AOL, we cannot access. What is mean by AOL? Two modules. System administrator. In that too also, if you want to develop the forms, what do you need? Application developer. If you want to work with the reports and reports by mistake, it has written here, actually it comes under system administrator. You want to work with the reports and programs, you need system administrator. So for forms, we need application developer. For reports and programs, we need system administrator. Okay, so we discussed, right? RISE components. Reports means system administrator. Interface program also system administrator. That is a program. Conversion also system administrator. Extensions means that is a forms, DTK forms, application developer. OAF means again that is a form, application developer. Workflow means that is a program that you have to do from system administrator. So you need the access for AOL, then you can do whatever you want in your product. Okay, fine. First we'll go for create our own username and password. Generally in the real time, who will create username and password? DBA will create. We don't create, but we'll come to know how to do that. Okay, by default we have a username called operations and welcome. Operations and welcome. Password. Username is operations and welcome. Then based on that we can go for create. Okay. First log into applications. Open application through web browser. Username is operations. Password is case sensitive. We have to remember capital or small letters. Right now it is a small letters. Welcome. Password is welcome. Login. So this is built-in username and password given by Oracle for everyone. So we have to log in with this username. What we have to do, we want to create our own username and password. We want to create our own username and password. Go down. Select system administrator responsibility. System administrator responsibility. First to open any of the form so that it will be connected with application. Now where we are right now? System administrator. Go to menu called security menu. Go to the menu called security menu. User define. Security user define. enter username, password, re-enter the password, save. So what we have given, we said username and password. Here we'll come to know transaction complete, one record applied and saved. It means your username and password is created successfully. And for this user, what are the permissions you would like to give the access? Permissions are nothing but a responsibility. So in Oracle applications, responsibility is the security. If user want to do something, he must have the access to the responsibility. If you don't have the access to the responsibility, you cannot do anything. It is indirectly role. We call it as a role also. Yes, yes. You have to assign manager responsibility. You have to assign clerk responsibility, sales responsibility, like that. So if you assign the responsibility to the user, what user can do? He will log in and select the responsibility. He can do whatever permissions are there. Now I want to give the access to this user to develop the forms. Then what access we have to give? Application developer. I have given application developer responsibility to this user. So this user can log in and go to application developer and develop the forms, customize the forms. Next, I'm also giving system administrator responsibility. This user can go for develop the reports and programs also. Both. Save. Sorry? No, no, no. It's technical. Admin part. Yeah. But that also our DBA is different. Admin is different. DBA means who will install and background process and security and database backup. That is different responsibility. Now admin means controlling your product. Functional person will control some of the things. Technical person will control some of the things. Both these two responsibilities are required for technical person as well as functional person also. DBA responsibility is different. That. So now what we have done, we have created one username and password. We have assigned the two responsibilities to this user. Now close the form, log out from the product, log out from the application. Log in. Whatever the username we have created, try to log in with this. You have to be careful, capital letters or small letters. Very first time it will ask us to change the password because your password is not system generated. Your password is manually allocated by the DBA. DBA has allocated manually, this is what your password. It means DBA knows your password. Your password is known by the DBA. If it is system generator, DBA doesn't know. Password as allocated by the DBA, obviously he knows what is your password. You are supposed to change in the initial login only. So that's what you are trying to do. Enter your old password, current password, and enter whatever the new one you would like to configure. Re-enter, submit. Now we have connected. This is how to create one username and password and what are the responsibilities we would like to give the access. How we have added only 2, but here we are getting 3. Application diagnostics, that is for tracking of your history, internal diagnostics purpose, not required for us. It comes automatically. It comes automatically into the list. Okay. So our job is only 2. Application developer, system administrator. System administrator and application developer. Okay. So this is about this. Fine. So this entire notes is there. I told you, right? 2 formats you will receive the notes, 3 formats. One is printed material, another one is class folder. Today, whatever the class we are going to discuss, that is here, user creation dot text. User creation dot text. Here we have. This is what we have done just now. And video file also is there. This video files you will get copy from the reception. What is today date? Today is 111 folder, 112 folder. What happened? Yes, here, sorry. Oracle Apps, user creation. In this video file, you have the complete process. Yes. Whatever we have done right now, you can see that. Fine. Next. Shortcuts. How to interact with the Oracle applications database. Once we open the form, when we go to system administrator, security, user, define, once we open the form, how can you retrieve the data? View menu, query, enter, view menu, query, run. You have to use up and down arrow marks to go to the next record and previous records. This is manual. Then what about shortcut? Generally we'll use shortcuts, Control F11. Control F11 is the shortcut. Open the form, any form, Control F11, all the records will be retrieved. You have to use up and down arrow marks to go to the next record and previous records. Let's say I don't want all the records. I want only specific records. I don't need all from the database. Then what you have to do is you have to open the form first. Press F11. So that what happened, it comes into query mode. Enter your search criteria. Then again execute the Control F11. So open the form. I want starting letter as 6. F11, 6 percentage, Control F11. Then we'll find all the records which are starting letter as 6. You want to search with the description. F11, go to description field. In the description field, wherever rice word is there, I want to retrieve those data. Control F11. Wherever you have rice keyword, that we will get it. Like this we can call it. So whenever we want to query the specific records, then we'll go. F4 is used to close the form. F4 is for closing. We can close the form from here also. Close, maximize, minimize. If you minimize, again you can maximize here. And if you click, it will be resized and close from here. We can also close from the menu, or we can go for shortcut F4. That's how to save the records once we enter Control S. Control S is the records saving. In case if you make some changes, for example, just now we created a user called 741 user. I'm going to add one more responsibility. Then Control S. How to find whether record is updated or not? It is here. It is transaction complete. What transaction completed? Update. How many records are applied into your database? One record is updated. And also committed. Saved means commit. That is option. Okay. So this is how it will work. Shortcuts. In the forms, there will be a single record and master detail. If you look at this form, this is a master detail form. Or parent child. This is master and these are detail. Means multiple. What is the mean by master detail or parent child? One record will have either one record or multiple records. That is a master detail or parent child. You have to disable. That is the next. You have to set from which date to which date this username should work. Whenever we terminate an employee, immediately we'll revoke the access. We'll just set the last date. Okay, fine. That is about effective from date and effective to date is in Oracle applications. It is a business application. If I install this software to the heritage company, then who will use this software? Heritage employees. Heritage employees every day they will log in and they do the transactions. I don't want to allow them to delete the record once it is saved. Before saving, of course, they can clear it, not a problem. Once the record is saved, I don't want to allow them for deletion. What I would like to do, I have to go for making disable. Disable, what is meant by disable? Record exists in the table, backend database, but it will not be visible in the front end. That is meaning of disable. Whenever you want, again you can go for enable it. So how to disable and how to enable the records? By using these two fields, effective date and effective to date. Let's say we have created this username 741 user. This record is working from today. As per the server, today date is 20th May 2007. Sorry, 2010. That is today date. I want to give the permission only 2 months. Then we'll set the last date. Now itself you can configure when this username should be disabled. May, June, July 20. That should be the last date. Where is 20? You can set this. Let's say we added inventory. I don't want to give permission from today. Permission should come from tomorrow onwards, only for 2 days. Not for more than that. That will configure. Like this, we'll go for configuration. This is about effective from date and effective to date. Next, how to find in which table your information is saved in the database. We discussed some thousands of tables are there, right? When I enter username, where it will be saved? Help menu, record history. It will show you which table your information is saved. Now your user details are saved in the table called FND user. Now you will go for write the query. Select star from FND underscore user where username equal to, what is the username? 741 user. User ID is generated by the system automatically, database sequence named at next val. This is username. Whenever you create username, immediately it takes who has created at what time. In case if you modify the record, which user has modified at what time. History will be maintained. Otherwise, I have 100 employees. Everyone open the invoice form and create the invoice bills. In every branch, I have the cashiers. When they collect the money, they will enter and log in the details. End of the day, 40 branches employees will enter the data. It comes to my database. Then how can I find who has created this bill? Immediately, user must give the username and login. Without login, you cannot, without your username, you cannot go to application. Definitely it takes your user ID and system date automatically takes. This all we call it as a who columns. That is. So what are who columns? Created by creation date, last updated by last updated. 4 columns. Fifth one is there but not in every table, only in few tables. Last login date. Not in the every table, only few tables. For example, if you log into Gmail, it will show you last time you logged on so and so date. Or you connect to bank, online net banking, it will be showing that last time your login time is this. Because when you log in, immediately it takes the date and time when did you log into the applications. That it takes it, not in every table. So those are who columns and how to find the table name and column. How to find the column names, help menu, diagnostics and examine. A table is simple, help menu, record history. Then what about the columns? Columns also, front end, whatever prompt is there, same name will be there in the back end. Username means user underscore name, similar name will be there. 99%. Very rare case, there might be difference. For example, from date is there. In the back end, which column? Start date. This is somewhat similar. From date, start date, all are similar. But sometimes it will be different. Then how will you recognize? Place the cursor, help menu, diagnostics, examine. Password is apps. Then it will show you what is the column name. Start date. I want to know where the description is saved. Place the cursor here, help menu, diagnostics, description. Like this, we can find the table names and column names. Okay. So table name sometimes will get error message here if you try to get. For example, let's open another form, concurrent, program define. And if you go to help menu, record history, it is showing error message like this. Then what is alternative? Alternative is write a select statement. Select star from tab where table name like which table you are trying to search, concurrent programs, right? Similar related, you have to search FND percentage. Why I am writing FND? AOL module starting letter is FND. Like that, every module you will be having the code. AOL modules tables all are starting with FND. That's why if you look at user table, what is the starting letter? FND. FND stands for foundation. FND stands for foundation. AOL is the foundation to develop your Oracle apps, to extend your Oracle apps, to customize your Oracle apps. So FND stands for foundation. Then you will go for search. Then it will show you concurrent program, right? That's what your window, concurrent programs. This is your. Why it is showing synonym? Why it is not showing it is a table? Just now we discussed, right? In Oracle applications, always you will find synonyms. Indirectly table only. That is indirectly table only. You are connecting always to app schema, whether you or form or report or program, everything is connected to apps schema. Okay. Then if there is a synonym here, definitely there will be a table. Same name will be there. Now what is the synonym name? FND concurrent programs. That is a synonym. Indirectly that is a table. If you enter here, describe the table. What is the shortcut for description here? F4. F4 is the shortcut for describe. Now in which schema this is a table? There is a schema called appelsys. This is a synonym. Okay. For this synonym, what is the table name? Table name will be same. There won't be any difference. It will be same. In which schema? Appelsys. Appel stands for application developer. Sys stands for system administrator. So Appelsys nothing but a application and system administrator. Both objects are saved in the same schema. For that table, there is a schema, there is a synonym in your app schema. That's why it is showing synonym. While writing the select statement, you indirectly are writing the synonym only, but indirectly it is a table. But just for confusion, if you want to remove the confusion, just we never talk about synonym. We will say table, write table and select. Synonym is just like alias name, right? Alternative name for your table. Okay, so we don't say that synonym and all, we'll say just table, but actually history, if we talk about the story behind that, internally it is a table, but actually it is a synonym. Okay, this is how to find table names and column names, how to find what are the columns. End of the day, I want to know how many bills are generated today. Select star from table where creation date equal to system date. So whatever the bills are created today, I will get. I want to know how many orders I received from the customers today. Select star from table where creation date equal to today. Who has created that orders? Where created by equal to user ID, that will pass it. This is how we are going to configure it. Fine. Next, how will you find which user has connected to Oracle applications? Generally, when you log in here we can find who has connected. There is another option also. Help menu, about Oracle applications. Here also we can find which user has connected to applications. And what about your database version, backend? 11G database. What about your front-end version, Oracle applications, ERP product, 12.1.1 version, and which responsibility right now you are system administrator. This general details will come to know here. Okay, so this is how to create our own username and password, how to contact the application database, what are effective date from and effective date to, table names and column names, who columns, and how to find which user has connected to the applications. This is first one. In the real time, we don't do it user creation. It will be done by the DBA, but we have to know it, how it can be done creation and all. So you can create your own username and password and assign the responsibilities. Okay, fine. So here in the PDF also you have all the script. Next, types of executables. Find the table name, this all created by, creation date, updated by, update date, this all out. Next, types of executables. What are the executables you can run in Oracle apps? Means what are the programs you can run? SQL programs we can run. PL SQL programs we can run. Control files we can run. Unix shell script, C language, ProC, Java, JSP, Perl script, JSP pages, all these programs can be executed. Reports, all this can be done. How many languages total? 12 languages can be executed in Oracle apps. Out of 12, 4 are mandatory. We must develop, we must customize. These 4 programs we should develop and customize in the real time. What are that 4 reports? SQL, PLSQL, SQL loader. These 4 are mandatory. SQL you know already. PLSQL you know procedure. SQL loader is 1 day. How to load data from file to table. 1 day training. 10 lines syntax is there. That's enough. Reports we'll discuss. We'll see how to design the reports. Reports also we have 3 types. One is reports, XML, BI publish. Nowadays, reports are not used. Only XML publisher, BI publisher they are asking in the real time and in the interviews. So earlier batches reports we have covered a lot of time. Now we want to invest more time on the XML and BI publisher. Still reports also we have to go through. Okay. So tomorrow we'll start with the reports. We'll discuss how to develop one simple report, how to execute that report in Oracle applications. Okay. So before that, I'll give you a link in the YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search Chandra Onlines. You have all the reports. Reports 8 classes are there. D2K reports first class. Okay. You can just go through it so that it will be better tomorrow when I start the class. Okay. So tomorrow we'll start the reports development and practice it. So you have to go to youtube.com and search for Chandra Onlines. We'll concentrate mainly on XML and BA because if we go to any requirement, they are asking more because reports are outdated, but still important. In Oracle app, in the interview point of view, definitely there will be a, questions on the reports, but standard questions. There are 16 questions, 1-6. Other than that 16, you don't have any other questions in the interviews. This is Oracle Apps Technical PLSQL skill set. Okay. This one. The technical always there will be a positions. Only thing you have to prepare it. That's all. See. A discoverer is simple. That also will cover it. No problem. One day class, that is. It's a wizard based. That's why discoverer is a wizard based. Very few people will ask. The main is XML and BI. XML and BI is mandatory in every requirement. They will ask you. BI publisher and XML publisher and report. So we are talking about three things. Reports, XML, BI. These three reporting tools we'll discuss. Okay. Fine. So tomorrow we will go for report development.